Let's play a game, then give us a call sign, then give us a call sign, or beat it. Let's play a game, then give us a call sign, then give us a call sign, or beat it. Let's play a game, then give us a call sign, then give us a call sign, or beat it. Let's play a game. Get your panties out of a twist, then give us a call sign, or beat it.
All right. 2024 Beer Festival Codebreaker West Coast IPA, which is a little on the sweet side, or not sweet side, fruity side. I like the big fir tree-like IPAs. I was talking to Adam about that on our camp out. We just got back from a really, really nice backpacking trip. Again, Adam, K6ARK. Absolute, just amazing person, great ham, all-around great guy. And we were talking about IPAs, and we both have a similar mind in that we want a big, piney, sappy, bitter IPA, which, as I also know, a little bit different than one ham radio tube who likes them grapefruity ones. But anyway, we won't hold that against him. Hi, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the After Chat. So we want you to join us. Ask your questions, ham radio questions. We'll take your chats, obviously on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you're watching me right now. But there's a link in the video description to the Discord. On the Discord, we have voice chat, so you can set up some cans so you can hear everybody's beautiful radio-ready voices and set a microphone and a PTT button. You can do that with all in Discord, so make sure you go into the settings and do that when you join us on the Ham Radio Crash Course. I will show you, though, very quickly. This is the Discord, and if you see her, it's right. Can I help myself out? Right there. See, it says live-stream. Well, if I click on that, that's the chat. Right there. YouTube's chatting in there. Like, we all get intermingled in one chat. But if you click right there, live-stream/afterchat, you'll hear people talking like this.
Half waves. Mm-hmm. LinkedIn fed half waves didn't exist, and then I made one.
Speak of the devil. It is the one, the only ham radio tube. How you doing, sir?
What did I do?
No, I was just mentioning preferences in IPAs. Adam and I kind of like the bitter, tastes like a tree IPA, and you're more towards the grapefruit side of the house.
We're totally on the opposite spectrum of the IPA field.
Don't get me wrong. I totally support everything you're doing with the all-day IPAs. Big fan. But my preference would be the big piney jobs. But how you doing?
I got to tell you this. I had to drive out to College Station yesterday to get some beer for someone. So it was like a 2-hour round trip.
Aggie land?
Yeah. So my brother makes mead, and he's in Michigan, and Founders is in Michigan, and I'm like, and I was thinking, I don't even know what brought this up in my head, but when you're driving in the backcountry roads, you get to thinking, and I was thinking my brother should do a mead, a collaboration with Founders, because he likes all day IPA too. Like, who doesn't like all day IPA? And call it all day IP mead.
I like it. I wonder if you could do like a really hoppy mead and get some kind of bitter aspects out of it.
Oh yeah.
I bet you.
Dude, all my brother does now is my brother. I don't think he does still meads anymore. All of his stuff is like carbonated and canned. It's It's you can do anything with it.
Somebody said that you call that a braggot. When you
it's been so long since I've been in the mead world, but a braggot is a type of mead. Yes,
I would love to try a braggot.
Yeah, there's metheglins and sizers and piments and.
I know what a sizer is. I've had sizers multiple times. Sizers are fantastic. But I love that concept. That would be so much fun. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Good story.
So I need to tell him.
Yeah. Well, in other news, anybody have anything fun in ham radio they want to mention right up front before we start taking questions? I realize I haven't done that in a long time, and you guys probably have a lot going on, and I'd love to hear it. So anybody in the chat with some voice and want to talk about something, go ahead.
Comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Hey, I just want to say I did my first POTA activation finally. I did 189 contacts in just under 4 hours, and I am hooked.
Good for 108
Nice.
and under 4 hours is good stuff, man. Good job. Would you mind telling us what your setup was?
Believe it or not, a G90 and a JPC 12 on 20 meters.
The JPC 12 we heard from the live stream does not work. I'm just kidding. So G90 you said, right? Did I hear that right?
Affirmative. Yeah, the band conditions, I don't know what they were, but they were great. I was getting DX into Europe, and one of my contacts was Alaska for here in the States.
That's pretty good. What part of the country are you in?
Northern New York, the one section that everybody looks for.
So Northern New York to Alaska is pretty good accomplishment. Nice on you. Nicely done. All right. Anything? Anybody else have anything they want to share as we open things up here?
Not this week.
Not this week, Don says. Don says, get on with it, Josh. All right, well, let's get on with it then. No, I know.
That's not what I meant. I'm hiding something. I'll let y'all see it next week.
Oh, okay. He's got something hidden. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Yep.
Oh, got a Lars super chat. Thank you, Lars. Appreciate you. Fun in ham radio. Set up an end-fed half-wave and have been rocking the 40-meter band, making contacts and getting my first QSO card. So Lars set up an antenna, and I hope you don't mind me sharing this, Lars. He's in New Jersey, and he was getting into Europe, the UK, all up and around that area. I think that was people listening, so hearing him on like PSK Reporter kind of thing. But that's fantastic, man. That's exactly what I love to hear. So good job for you. That's awesome. Okay, so how we do this, we open the floor in the beginning to newcomers, people who have a ham radio question, they need an answer, they need to get on the air, or they just don't understand what any of this is. That's totally acceptable too, believe it or not. The very thing you're thinking is probably something many people watching right now are thinking to themselves as well, and they're like, do I ask this question? And if you're on voice on Discord, that's perfect, because we usually have a little bit of back and forth that we go in. So is there anybody in the Discord chat right now who's here for the first time or first-timers that would like to ask a question? You guys get first priority, highest priority to get your question answered. So is there anybody like that in the chat right now? Go ahead. No first-timers. No first-timers or anyone who want to say hi or ask a question. Okay. Give myself a big stretch.
Hey, Josh, this is Java. This is my first time joining. Hey, welcome, everybody. I'm just studying for my test, so I know nothing about nothing.
Okay.
But I live in a 26-foot travel trailer, 50 amp. So as I am starting to research equipment, is there anything I need to be mindful of as far as power, as this is my full-time residence?
What is the voltage of your trailer that you're living in? Did you already say that?
It's 50 amp.
50 amp, but what's the voltage? Is it all, do you have a 110?
Don't know.
Okay, so...
yes, I do have 110. Yes, I'm sorry, yes.
Okay, so all you would need to do then is use a 110 voltage power supply, and you would be able to convert that into 13.8 volt for amateur radios. As well as if you had batteries and you needed to charge them, you could still run your chargers and all that stuff as well. Are you on a solar setup, or what do you generally use? Generators?
No, I'm connected to shore power. I'm on a piece of property right now that I lease. I do have solar, but it's very, very minimal solar, just to kind of keep things running if the power's out or if I'm not plugged in.
Yeah, okay. So you're probably totally fine. The biggest things people worry about when they're trailer living is where to keep all this stuff, because it's just a lot of boxes that kind of get in the way. So there are a number of radios that have removable head units and other things where you can hide the body of it into little cubby areas and cupboards and stuff like that to kind of save you some space. Are you planning on running like a battery backup system or anything like that, or do you have anything in your trailer that runs that way?
I've not even begun researching all of that. This is like just the beginning of the journey and starting to make a list of all of those things.
Well, fun. You should be fine though, unless anybody wants to jump in there and add their thoughts. But no, you should be totally fine.
Living for a living from Tio.
Oh, James, go ahead. You're first, and then if there's somebody else, we'll go back to you. Go ahead, James. We missed that.
Steve, temporarily offline, has a RV channel that's living for a living, and he's a prolific RV.
James, can you mute all the background noise you got going on? Because I'm having a hard time hearing you. I heard Steve, temporary offline. That's true. It's living for a living. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, that's his channel on YouTube, and he is 100% trailer bound, and he travels all over the place with it. So keep that in mind. Let's go back to James. James, go ahead. Do you have more thoughts on that?
I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what it was in the background, but their voices were at the same level as yours. Okay, very good. Anybody else have some thoughts or comments for Java here? Oh, you know what? It might have just been James's background noise that I thought other people were talking at the same time. Very good. All right. Well, thank you, Java. Do you have any other questions?
No, just thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah,
have a great night.
You too. And check out hamstudy.org for all your testing needs. Free website. You can take your practice exams, which is pretty nice. All right. Who else is here for the first time and like to say hi or ask a question? Come now.
Hey, Josh. This is Brandon, W0NQM.
Hey, Brandon, coming in loud and clear. Go for it.
Well, I just recently got my general, so thanks for all the videos and the support there virtually. But me and my buddy John, we run the Scouting America Jamboree on the Air for our council, and I wanted to kind of poll the audience here, come up with some new ideas to engage the youth in radio. We've done stations for POTA hunting, shortwave radio listening, your generic HF stations, just trying to make contacts. We had an Aries trailer. We had VHF, UHF messages, so we had scouts running messages to people in the area. We did CW Battleship, which we had a Kier practicer that made the beep, and they played Battleship with CW. We had them building Legos with via radio. So someone goes in another room, makes a kit, and then they instruct people to make their kit. Sheriff Command trailer, the Army, satellite contacts. We want to start doing fox hunting and then possibly doing SSTV transmissions with like a couple N76s. Mm-hmm. Are there any other ideas that we might be able?
You got a lot of stuff covered. That's awesome. Have you thought of doing some kind of like intro / part of the ham radio merit badge or the radio merit badge while you're doing Jamboree on the Air? If there's multiples of you, you can kind of do a talk while people are cycling through to get on the radio.
Yes, we actually run the merit badge as well, and we have the participants come early, and they help set up the stations, so they get their hands on antennas and coax and radios, and they are able to ask questions there before the general public, the other scouts that maybe Cub Scouts or just scouts that are coming for the day to, do the event.
So what I'm really hearing is Brandon is here to show off because he's already doing all of the things, and I can't think of anything to add to that other than get them all licensed, Brandon. What's taking you so long already? You're doing a lot, man. That's a lot.
That's the goal next
year. Oh, I got it. Satellites, for sure. Satellites. If you're not doing satellites, you have somebody that can potentially at least show how you can listen to satellites coming overhead, or maybe be ready to do like an SSTV receive station. That would be very good too.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Anybody else want to add thoughts? Go ahead.
Bounce it off the moon.
Yeah, a little portable EME gets all the ladies. We know how that goes.
That would be awesome. I'll put that down.
Yeah, those. Gosh, man, you're already like killing it big time. So, man. So I think like if by the way, is your Jamboree on the air like coinciding? I was lucky enough that there is actually a scout camp out on the same weekend as Jamboree on the air. At least a couple of years it's been like that. So while the kids are already at a camp out, I'm able to set up my station and I'm able to roll a bunch of kids through while they're doing all their other stuff. So it ended up getting into a pretty long line because I would have like troops rolling in and dens and stuff and packs and all that, and we'd have a big long line. It might be good if you had like another thing or another couple of things, so like a couple of code oscillators for kids to do CW and bounce messages back and forth. By the way, this is all stuff you already got, I know. And then a fox hunt would be really cool, depending on like what type of fox hunting equipment you had. So a full size like 2-meter Yagi might be too big for the kids. Plus, not to mention them swinging it all around and stabbing people. Some of the little loops, the little fox hunting loops, might be good. There's lots of different directions you can go with that. So yeah, that would be cool.
No, thank you. We take over the Mid Iowa Council office, and they've got a big field, and we have them running all over the place. So
very cool, man. That's super cool. Oh, I love it. I love that. Great job. Yeah, keep just doing what you're doing. Just keep fleshing it out. It sounds like it's already fully fleshed out, but you've got a couple of things to add to that. So very cool, man. Thanks for the feedback and telling us your story. Anybody else in there first time like to say hi or ask a question? Come now, first timers. Nope. Somebody.
Hey, it's me, Jack. I just want to say I'm sorry about the other time. I didn't know you couldn't ask about you joining when you're gonna join. Okay.
I don't know. Did you have? Well, okay. This is first timers right now. So, thanks, Redstone, for hanging out. But hang on tight. We got to say hi to all the first timers first. So I think we actually hit the bottom of it. So is there anybody else here that's for the first time joining us that'd like to say hi or ask a question? You guys get priority. All your questions get answered first. Go ahead.
Can you hear me, Josh?
Yes, I can. JP, go ahead.
Hey, so thanks for everything. I got my technician license in 2020, but I live in Northwest Oklahoma, and there's really not much out here. I do have a handheld HT that I have, but really can't make too many contacts with that. So I'm studying for my general, trying to get into HF, but money's a problem for radios later on down the road, but I'll still get the general. But I just want to say thanks for everything you guys do, you and Mike and everybody that's out there, all you YouTubers, because I live vicariously through you guys.
You know, we have a lot of fun doing this. I know I do. I definitely know Mike does. And so I definitely know we appreciate you watching, everybody watching, so thank you for that. Did you have a question for us or anything? Love to hear you come out, though. Nope. You there, Jimmy?
No, not right now. I mean, I'm really just kind of studying my options for radios later on down the road when I do get my general and can afford it. But yeah, money's tight and there's not much out here. So
yeah, you're probably right. Going to HF, that's going to be probably the best for you. So you're probably taking the right path. Go ahead, comment. What are you going to add?
I live in Enid. I'm just curious where the gentleman lives.
Laverne, about 38 miles northwest of Woodward.
Okay, there's a guy in Woodward that, let me get you some information and I'll drop it in the live stream for you. His name's Tristan. The guy's name's Tristan. I'll drop his name and call, and he's all over the place.
I appreciate that.
Sorry, Josh.
No, you're good. You're good. That's totally cool. All right. Well, thank you, JP. Thank you, James, for the talk there. Anybody else here for the first time that would like to say hi or ask a question? Come now.
I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah, go for it.
My name's Lee, and I just got my technician at the beginning of July, and I got a QT80, and of course it comes with bare wires, and I'm trying to figure out how. I ordered a crimper and some power pole connectors because I know that most everybody recommends doing power poles. And the set that I ordered comes with like 15, 30, and 45 amp connectors. And I'm trying to figure out what should go on should it be 15? Because its input voltage is 13.8 on the QT80. Is that correct?
I'll tell you what you do. You're going to crimp whichever connector is going to stay on. So you can take a 30 and crimp it down to 15. You got to squeeze it really hard to do that. But you sometimes have to do that with very small wires. In your case, the 30 amp crimp is going to be fine because I have that radio and the gauge of that wire, you should be fine for 30. And the standard connection on power poles is 30 amp.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a cool radio. You'll have hopefully fun with that. Are you planning on doing a Parks on the Air activation?
Oh, yeah. I actually last weekend did my very first Parks on the Air, but as a second operator with a local club.
Cool. That's great. That's great to hear. I'm sure you activated. No problem activating?
Oh, yeah. We got like 30 contacts or something like that.
Excellent. Excellent. That's great to hear. Well, wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, love that. All right. Anybody else that is here for the first time or would like to ask a question, come now. Love to hear from you. Love to get your priority questions answered.
You have to be here for your first time to ask a question.
You have to wait until we get through the first-timer questions first, and then we open it up for any questions. So let's make sure we get all the first-timers first. So any first-timers that would like to say hi or ask a question, come now before we close the doors on you. By the way, you can still ask your question. You're just going to have to jump into the free-for-all. Okay, Redstone, go ahead. I think you want to say something. Go for it.
I just want to tell you I got a brand new setup, and I got like a Yaesu FT, I'm going to tell you the model, let me read it, 2980, and a Diamond X50 antenna from another ham. He donated it to me.
Very nice. Well, you should have fun with that. Do you already have the antenna in the air?
Yes, currently running right now.
Are you making contacts?
I'm currently listening on it. Not really making contacts, but listening to someone on it.
Okay. Well, very good. Congratulations on your new radio. I hope you have fun with that. That's cool.
Also, I'm sorry about the last couple weeks, okay?
Yeah, no problem. You're good. You're all good. All right. Let's open this up to any comment from anyone, anywhere. Go ahead. Otherwise, we're going to start talking about modes of operation we're not great at as amateur radio operators.
Question.
Lars, go ahead. Go ahead, Lars.
Okay. I just want a point in the right direction. I recently wiped my computer clean of all things Windows, and I installed Linux on it, which I'm very happy with.
Okay.
But I have a Yaesu 710, and I want to try my hand at FT8.
Okay.
I just need a place to be pointed in the right direction on how to set up an FT8 with Linux to interface with a 710. I'm not looking to anybody here to tell me how to do it. Just where can I go to find that information? Because everywhere I find, it's kind of like loosey-goosey, vague, esoteric kind of conversations.
Well, to me, it's almost the same, except the serial port structure is a little bit confusing. Have you figured out what the right serial port is? Because you're still going to just run WSJTX. It's the same setup.
Well, that's my question, is because it looks like it runs a USB I guess that's a USB-B connector out of the radio to USB-A.
Yeah.
And then theoretically, my computer should identify the radio, but I wasn't sure if there was something else I needed to do to get it to work. Basically, whatever Linux software is available and how to set it up, because there's a lot with FT8 I don't understand. I just want to know where to go to like.
No. Oh, okay. So first, I would recommend Jason KM4ACK. He is probably the most prolific Linux ham radio operator that's on YouTube. I've interviewed him a couple of times on my channel. Also consider him a good friend. He's a good guy. With that said, WSJTX. Okay, hold on. Which distro of Linux are you running?
Right now, it's a Mint. It's an Ubuntu distro.
Great. Very easy then. So you can literally download and run WSJTX from like the repository. Like if you run through the Mint repository, WSJTX should just show up. But you can also run the RPM files or whatever it is, the install file, and get it installed in your system. Do you have WSJTX running? Is kind of, I guess, the first thing.
No, I have not even. I haven't I did not download the Flatpak for it or anything like that, so I haven't done anything with it. I just didn't.
Go do it. Go do it. It's really. Oh, you know what? Actually, oh my gosh, 73 Linux. I got it. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. So Lars, I am going to introduce you to 73 Linux. So this is actually Jason KM4ACK's script that he has made that will fully set up Linux for you. And so I just dropped the link. It's a GitHub for everybody. So you run this command. I think there's a couple. Yeah, it's this GitHub clone command, and it will walk through a menu structure, and it will ask you all the applications you want to install on your Linux Mint platform. And it will do the whole thing for you, including set up WinLink and WSJTX and all kinds of stuff. Totally recommend you do this. The only thing to know is that it will take hours to set this up fully, usually with most computers. Or Raspberry Pis take hours. Could be faster with better laptops. But highly recommend you go try this. This is like game. If this existed on Windows, this would be amazing. But Linux is where it's at for 73 Linux. So I highly recommend you try that.
Will do. Can you drop that in the Discord chat for me?
I will. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, it's this. I'm so glad that came to me there. But yeah, totally recommend 73 Linux and just it's super easy to install. Super easy.
And just a quick follow-up, in terms of getting the computer to recognize the radio, there isn't anything special I have to do with the 710. I don't think there is. I think it's just plugging the USB-B to USB-A.
Yes. So what you'll find is that the port distinction on Linux is slightly different from like Windows or Mac. But the problem you're going to run into is the audio side of the house. The audio interfaces on Linux is very confusing for some reason. And so I got into a situation where I had to try out a bunch of audio adapters until I found the right one. And pretty quickly, cat control was really easy to set up. Are you familiar with Linux at all? I don't want to assume.
I'm familiar with Linux enough to know how to do everything up until I'm starting integrating it to a radio.
Yeah. So basically what I did was I brought up a terminal window and I just did an LS against the USB adapters, and it would give me a printout, and then I'd plug the radio in, and then I would do the same query again, and I would see a new port, and that new port is the radio, basically. And then I would just point WSJTX at that in the application. Literally, just set it up. You run the application, comes up on the screen, do the normal setup. You just point it at that USB port. It sets up cat control. Cat control is very easy. And then it's just the game of figuring out what the right audio port is.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not worried about the audio ports because I've already dabbled in that because I have a Behringer mixer and I have all kinds of audio already in my computer so I've already delved into that. So if I see something else in there, I'm not worried about the audio. I'm just more worried about getting the data to move back and forth between the computer and the radio.
Yeah, that should be all there is to it. So you're pretty close. 73 Linux is really fun though because you get a whole bunch of more tools that Jason has compiled and brought them all together. You will have a lot of fun with that.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. So Jody and Dawn went off and made a Google form, I think. Look at this. This is something I guess I should have done. I know how to Google form, but check this out. So you can call sign and then options on permanent, fixed location, semi-permanent, temporary. What distance do you want to communicate? Local, long distance, satellite, EME. Do you have a current radio in use? Low HF, IHF, VHF, and then just through the whole list. And then here's your budget. Describe some things, answer some things, and then add up to 5 files. Wow, so cool, Jody and Dawn. Thank you for setting that up. So I will drop the link. Actually, Jody already did. So
Well, yeah. Do you want to just take it? I can just send you the form, and you can host it if you got Google.
Yeah. Send me the form because then I'll be able to get the back end of it. That's great. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much.
If you fill that out right now, then Jody will have to answer you. But if you wait until I post it, then I won't be able to get the feedback, the actual back end of it. So you got to wait a little bit, but. Very cool. Thank you guys for doing that.
They need to amend that and say your brevity is appreciated.
Yes. Yeah, that is true. Brevity is the soul of wit when it comes to antenna questions. But I think also that it'll probably just surmise a lot of that into a couple of key points that we're looking for. So that happens. People like to tell their story. That's literally ham radio in a nutshell, right, Mike? Wherever you go, somebody's got a story to tell you.
100%, dude. I get them all the time, man.
Yeah, I everywhere I go, somebody starts talking to me about something they're doing in ham radio, and it goes, and I mean that in the best way. Like, it's all fun conversations, but sometimes it's like, yeah, okay, I get it.
I wish people wouldn't be so afraid to just try it.
I agree with you, Mike. I do. Yeah, just try it. Yeah,
I think a lot of it is like people looking for reassurance and stuff, and I get it. Like, it's a lot of work. A lot of those properties with the trees and stuff, it can be tough getting antennas up in trees.
Yeah, I can, particularly if they're very bushy.
Yeah,
I have.
Just try it.
Yeah. Where's my? Can I still do my? Where is it? Do I have it? Where is it? Yes, I can. Just try it. Just try it. Whatever it is, just try it. You'd be surprised how much I've learned in ham radio. I'll tell you, the biggest thing I've learned in ham radio is literally from failing. Like, from failing to build a proper antenna, failing to build an end-fed half-wave and having to rebuild it. You're talking about, like, pennies, maybe more like dimes, to replace components. It's very inexpensive. And yeah, sure, you don't want to blow up a radio. I'm with you. But most of the stuff that we're all dabbling in is like antennas and other fun stuff like that. And it doesn't matter if you fry something because wire's cheap. It's really not that expensive, particularly for the links of like a transformer. Rolling a transformer, winding a transformer for like a 49-to-1 un. It's not difficult. It's not hard at all. There's plans online. It's very easy to do. Just try it.
Just
Josh, can I just add one tiny bit of... I need to add one tiny admission, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
About one of the questions, his solution, you could just solder more wire onto, and I want to just admit publicly that my most used antenna, the Pactenna end-fed half-wave,
yeah,
at the very end of it, I had to solder on about another foot and a half of wire.
Yeah, it's fine.
And there's a black heat shrink over it.
Nobody knows. And if you didn't tell me, Mike, I probably wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known.
But the point is, if you screw it up, if you cut it too short, you don't have to throw out that whole piece of wire. Just solder some back on.
That's right. That's right, buddy.
Even I use a blemished antenna.
Yep.
And Callum doesn't even solder it. If you saw his last video.
What does he do? Just put some bubble gum on there?
He uses a lineman's knot.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah, and I mean, he did that and then stretched it back out, and I'm like, okay, but I mean, I can see how it holds.
I use a poorly implemented lineman's splice, which is designed to be soldering wire.
Yeah.
Very, very poorly done, mind you.
I'll tell you what. There's a certain boy. How do I put this into perspective? And you guys can jump in here. So there is gear that you go to because you're confident with it. It's usually a piece of gear that you've used for a long time, or maybe it's a type of antenna that you're very familiar with. But I'll tell you, there's nothing that gives you more confidence than something you've built yourself and you know what works and you can just kind of like rely on it. That's only something you're going to get from building it. Whether it's a radio you've built and it turns on every time you've used it, or it's an antenna you've built and it turns on it irradiates every time you use it. Like there's a certain, I don't know, it's like it feels like you take a step in your amateur radio journey when you build something and you're like, oh, I can do this. And it works. And then that thing becomes like a part of your core arsenal of stuff that you depend on. You'd be surprised. And I promise you can all experience this. You all will experience this if you keep trying it, right?
Well, to add on that, the most important thing in any amateur radio station or any radio station in the world in general is the antenna. So having the skill set, and I got into ham radio straight up for MCOM, 100%.
Yep.
So the ability to know how to make, like, if I just have wire, I can just by developing your skill set, you'll know how to make an antenna. But on the other end of the spectrum, like, the main reason I do these G90 videos where I'm tuning up all kinds of crazy things in the wild isn't just for views. It's to practice emergency communications. If the stuff hits the fan, zombie apocalypse, whatever you want to call it, what can I use as an antenna if I don't have an antenna? That's really the ultimate goal for me.
Yeah.
And I pray to God that all the power lines go down, because boy, are those going to be some good antennas.
Well, you just tap into it, right? Until the grid comes back online, and then you fry everything. But no, the Willet antenna videos
I'd have a
is real.
resistor in place.
The Willet antenna is a real thing. Like that's that's a fantastic. Well, I mean, again, it demysticizes for a lot of newcomers the whole concept of like, oh, this radiates. It puts out RF. It's not going to be a fantastic radiator in a lot of situations. It's not going to be efficient, but it will work, and that's a great thing.
Yeah,
that's a great thing.
We're talking, like today you're talking about what are going to be good solutions to be reliable. The things we're doing when we say, okay, can we load this up with a G90? Yeah, they're for fun, but we're not going for efficiency so much as just, will it work?
Right. Yes, totally.
Don't think too hard into it. Like, it's a piece of metal. It's got to radiate somewhere.
Yeah.
Question.
Go ahead. Question.
Hey, Josh, kind of an off-topic, different than what we're talking about tonight, but I'm thinking about building a UHF deployable repeater with a VHF link to where it can talk back into the local club repeater. If my call sign and the base and the main repeater's call signs are different, does that mean I have to have the UHF repeater ID, or how does that work?
So how are you tying the UHF repeater back to the VHF repeater? How does that work? You're crossbanding it? Is it a crossband setup?
Yeah, it's a full duplex crossband, I guess would be the best terminology for it. It would be a regular UHF repeater with a VHF link back to the local main club repeater.
When you say VHF link, so is it simultaneously? So you said full duplex. Okay, interesting. So okay, I've got so many questions now. This portable UHF repeater, you're transmitting into it with VHF, and is it transmitting out also? Sorry, on UHF, on an offset, It's an offset frequency, portable UHF full duplex repeater on UHF.
I guess that's kind of the best terminology to use to describe it. What I'm thinking is 2 UHF radios to make a UHF repeater, and then from the repeater controller have an accessory board that goes to a VHF repeater that ties into the main club repeater, if that makes sense.
Are you familiar with the concept of cavities? Do you know what a cavity is? Cavity filter?
You're talking kind of like in a duplexer?
No. So to be able to have full duplex, same band, UHF communication, you have to have something that can bring the transmitting frequency very, like, narrow it, filter it down very, very tight. And a cavity does that. So that's why repeaters have those big tanks, they look like big air tanks, and they're literally full of air. You need to have those if you're going to be full duplex, because you won't be able to transmit into a radio and then have it transmit out of that radio on an adjacent frequency without it impacting the same band.
Yeah, Josh, gotcha. But what I was talking is 2 UHF radios, 1 transmit, 1 receive for the UHF repeater, and then
that's what I'm talking
radio.
About. I'm not even
gotcha.
at the VHF yet. I'm just talking about the UHF. So you said full duplex. The full duplex aspect of UHF implies that you have some kind of filtering to be able to be, like, very close within proximity. That's why they use the plus-minus offset. The plus-minus offset is allowed because of cavities, filtering cavities.
Okay, gotcha.
So do you have that kind of thing going on, or have you thought about that? I'm assuming that this is still you're still in the design phase, if you will.
I'm still in the drawing it out and looking up Pelican cases phase, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, so let's dive into this a little bit. This might be a little bit illuminating. So I'm going to back this off a bit. That's why a lot of these mobile radios are crossband repeating, right? So if we look up UHF cavity filters. So this is this is Bridgecom. We can probably find them cheaper than that. But this is what a 4-cavity UHF duplexer looks like. Cavity filter is another way to call them. So you would have to have this with your 2 radios to be able to offset and be full duplex, if you catch what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotcha. I didn't realize it was that in depth. I thought that one of those kind of mobile UHF duplexers was enough, so apparently I'm wrong.
No, and so the problem you have is by the way, you're starting at a good point. You're starting at a fun place where you get to kind of experiment with this. And let's see if we can find some of them on sale on eBay. You probably okay. eBay may not be the spot. I don't love it. Let's find something else. Oh, Jesus. I just wanted a picture of it.
Sometimes you can find them at Hamfests. They're not easy to find on eBay.
So the way to think about this is, even though you have 2 radios, they're in such close proximity that they're going to interfere with each other, right? And so while one is transmitting and the other's receiving, you will have interference between them because of their close proximity on the same frequencies, even megahertz away, if you will. They'll still be impacted by each other because they're on the same band, and you get around that by having these cavity filters.
And the cavity filters are nothing more than a bandpass filter through a cavity, so it has a really tight tolerance on the frequency that you're trying to. And you tune each one of the cans, and then you tune the system.
That's right.
And you've got a transmit side, and you've got a receive side. UHF is easier because there's a larger split of megahertz between them than the VHF, which is you've only got 4 megahertz between the whole band. So they've got larger cans, but that's because of the frequency. But they use 6 of them instead of 4 on VHF.
Yeah, so let's adapt your design for a second if we can. with your
we can definitely work this problem.
Yeah. So I think that the harder technological hurdle you have is actually being UHF on the same band. I think the full duplex, it's not really full duplex, but, and I'm not going to get into the technical whatever about that. I think that if you make your two radios crossband, meaning one is on UHF and one is on VHF, and you splice the audio into the other one, then yes, you will be able to bridge the connection to the repeater. Repeater owners might not love that. They might not love that at all. But yes, you can do that, and that will work. And that's actually much, much easier to deal with because of the band separation between 70 centimeters and 2 meters. And you can do that without any filtering or anything else going into that.
All right, good to know. I just thought since the UHF split was a little bit wider,
no.
At work we have full duplex VHF repeater, deployable repeaters for the Forest Service and the BLM stuff, and I really didn't see any kind of cavity or filters or anything on there, so I thought the 8 or 9 megahertz spacing was wide enough, and I thought VHF's 5 megahertz would have been the same story. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, interesting. Maybe at 5 or 8 megahertz that might be wide enough, and I'm not a repeater builder, so if I'm wrong in this, I'm sure YouTube comments will correct me. Don't worry about that. But it's possible. It's possible that might be outside of my my bailiwick, my understanding. So what do they have for these Forest Service repeaters? Have you taken them apart or looked under the hood, if you will?
No, they're all bolted in, and I was like, there's one that's a kind of a backpack repeater, if you will, that you can carry into a remote location. If you give me just a second, I can actually pull up what the actual frequency splits are.
If somebody, feel free, somebody dive in there that knows more about repeaters than me. Even on the same band, will that work?
One of the tricks
I'm wondering about those GMRS repeaters that you can carry around in a suitcase.
But that doesn't
deploy.
That's
on the same band because GMRS only has one band.
So there's no filtering on those? They just have wide
I don't know.
frequency separation?
They fit in a suitcase.
So one of the things that the tricks that the
we
Woodward
lost
guys
you, James.
did
You're really
in
quiet.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk a little louder. Yeah.
Okay. The guys in Woodward, they take an antenna and put it at 1,000 feet for receive and 600 feet for transmit. And they put 2 antennas out. And that's one way of trying to avoid the filters and the duplexer stuff.
But what if you have like an 8 megahertz spread? Dom, were you in there? Did I see Dom?
I did. You did.
Yeah. Did you have thoughts? Go ahead, man.
Well, I was just gonna mention about like the GMRS and like the little suitcase things. A lot of times they use those really itty bitty tiny duplexers that are, I think, technically meant for 800 or 900, but they are kind of forced to be used on 400, so they can kind of fit down into that, like the 10 by 10 squares.
Gotcha. Okay. But they are still running some kind of filtering, right? You probably can't just raw dog the same band.
That's my gut.
Yeah, that's my gut on this one. And I'm not a repeater builder, so.
Yeah, I was just getting at the fact that you can get smaller versions of them because there's there's got to be something they're doing to fit that in. But yeah, it makes sense that there's some small duplexer.
And then when you're cold out camping in the middle of nowhere, you can hug your tiny filter because it's gonna get really freaking hot if it's in heavy use.
Our 444.400 repeater that is in Wacomas, Oklahoma, has one of those smaller breadboard. It does not actually have cans. It has an electronic duplexer, and it's more of what you're talking about, I believe, at this point.
All right, so Rocky Mountain has dropped an image, and boy, R2-D2 has really fallen off here. So let's show that, boy, he's not looking so hot.
That's a picture of that backpack repeater I was talking about. It's about 3 feet tall, single antenna, and I just looked up the frequencies. It has 9.2 megahertz spacing between the transmit and receive.
3 feet tall, and it's backpackable. There's probably filters in that. I would not be surprised if there's not filters in that.
Okay, good to know, because it has some pretty good weight to it, but it doesn't weigh more than like 2 car batteries. If you were to compare it to something that everybody kind of knows,
so like 30 pounds or higher.
Yeah, I was talking like diesel pickup batteries, so it's probably about 60 some pounds.
Oh, it's 60 pounds. Holy smokes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks chonky. It looks chonky what I'm looking at here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I rotate this? Will it let me rotate that? Hold on. Oh, that's.
Well, the other thing is it's really blurry.
Yeah, this looks like somebody's postcard, like they came off a slide. But I hear what you're saying.
Get a better photo real quick.
No, I'm willing to bet you that if you could go inside that thing, you will find some filters. There will be some filters in that bad boy. Hard not to think that there won't be. It doesn't matter how tight the band is. There's probably some filtering going on.
That thing is every bit as big as a standard repeater.
It does look like a repeater. Yeah, it does look like a repeater just built. I mean, just because you can put straps on something, that doesn't mean you can call it backpackable.
Hodor.
Yeah, well, you could use that to hold the door. There's no question. That thing's chonky.
No, get Hodor to carry it.
Hodor could carry that, no problem. Hodor would got it. Yeah, 60 pounds would be a harsh backpack. That's a full-on ruck. Yeah, so crossband repeat, no problem. You can go nuts on that. You can have one radio that's UHF feed into your UHF radio feed into the VHF radio, and you can open the repeater, do all that stuff. Like I said, you probably piss off the repeater owners, but yeah, there's a little bit of gamesmanship to that, but
yeah, I'm not sure if that photo's any better. That was
it's not really amateur related. It's commercial.
Yeah, it's fine. We can still answer those kind of questions.
Yeah, sorry, that was just kind of the reference that I had for deployable type things.
Yeah.
Just the stuff that I see at work.
Yeah, and literally, I think that back panel, like literally this back panel in the middle, is probably the filters. I'm guessing.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, I think this black thing is the filters.
I do know the one side is the solar panel, and then the rest of that, it's like
got a
in a
solar
backpack
panel.
type. Yeah, it's got a solar panel, a battery, the works. This is a wildland fire repeater.
That's cool. That's super cool.
Probably
well, I mean,
only needs to be like 5 watts then.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that. First of all, that's cool. So I'm pretty confident it's got filtering in it. If it's not using a lot of power, which is entirely likely, then you could probably find a very small filter that will do what you need it to do. That's cool.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Good luck, man.
Good question.
Go ahead.
I sent some pictures in the chat I want you to show on the video.
I don't have any pictures. Oh, I do. You have posted the picture of your new radio. Very good. You got yourself a power supply, and looks like you have a vertical antenna set up as well to go along with that. So very good. Nicely done. You're on the air. Cool. All right. Good. Okay.
I have some questions about my future HF setup. I'm getting a Radiodity QT60 instead. Do you think a double bazooka antenna would be good? One of my hams recommended I get 60 watts instead of 5 watts.
So you're going with a QT60. Oh my gosh, what's going on with my? We were just talking about the QT60, or an adjacent radio. So you're talking about the Radioddity QT60 and building a, basically,
Not building, but buying a double bazooka.
Build yourself a dipole. Just build a dipole for 10 meters. It's super cheap. Build a dipole.
We don't have the stuff to build one. We don't have all the tools.
You don't have wire?
No, we don't have the tools.
What tools do you need? You can just
cutting tools and stuff, and we don't feel like buying all the cutting tools and stuff.
What antenna are you thinking about? What was the antenna?
I think it's a radio range.
For 10 meters, right?
10 meters. Radio waves double bazooka.
Okay.
It's on Gigapart. But actually, we're getting ours on Amazon. But you could find it on Gigaparts either way.
All right. So, good Lord. Okay, hold on. Let me set the expectations here. $60 is not too expensive, and yeah, I mean that'll be fine. That seems like that's way too much wire for a double bazooka on 10 meters. Yeah, this is probably more like 80 or 60 or something like that. A 10 meter antenna double bazooka is like really short. Building a dipole for 10 meters is not hard. Like it's really not hard. You can go to Home Depot. You just need the antenna connector. That's all you need, and you can be on the road for, I don't know,
and my dad is bad at soldering.
I don't even know that you need to solder this. Like, you could use crimping connections. You could just spin the wire around the connector. Like, it's not that big a deal. It's really not.
A couple of screws is all you really need.
Yeah, you're probably I'll tell you how to build it. Okay, I'll tell you how to build it. Here's how you build it. So what you need is an SO239 bulkhead connector. So where's the one with the flange? Oh,
we only buy things usually off of Amazon, and we might get things off of Gigapart.
Yeah, so these flanged connectors, see how they have screw holes? All you would need to do to build a dipole for 10 meters is to tap on an automotive crimping connector, and like you can go to Harbor Freight and buy a crimping tool that will do this to put a hole in there with a couple of screws. And you probably have wire lying around your house. If you don't, you go get 20 feet of wire will build a 10 meter antenna without like any. Is that right? Am I in my head 20 feet? A dipole?
10 meters?
20 feet of wire? It's like 6 feet on both sides, isn't it? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's about a little over 8 feet.
A little over 8. So yeah, 20 feet will do it. So you just basically cut that in half, so it's a little long on both sides of the band, and then you just trim them equally on both sides until you're in the spot. I appreciate that what I'm throwing at you is like I'm being pretty vague. So if you want to go buy the double bazooka, that's going to be fine for you too. There's no problem. But
I'm probably just going to buy the double bazooka because we can't really have the time to build it. We don't have time at this house to build. Waiting for my dad to do things like that.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. You got an option. You got a path forward. So good for you.
Hey, Josh, comment. BNC binding posts.
Yeah. So Dom just dropped a good one. A BNC binding post. These are like ridiculously cheap. Let me see if I can find that BNC binding post. Oh God, Amazon's doing it again.
I posted your link to it, Josh.
Ho ho ho. $7 So check that out. You can buy.
Is there an SO249 one that does that one?
Well, you would do an adapter. You'd get an adapter to the SO239. So what you'd do is you'd buy the binding post connector, and the binding post like literally screws onto the wire. So you just torque it down on the wire, and then you just cut the wires to fit. And then what you do is you go BNC to, you're going the other way. So that is going to be BNC to SO239.
Do they sell cheap wire designed specifically to be used for antenna?
Home Depot does.
You can.
What's
or
it
you can
called?
Anything that's cheap.
Wire.
Anything that's cheap. Anything.
Speaker wire works.
Or Ethernet cable.
Yeah.
If only anybody's ever built a 10-meter dipole for $10.
Without soldering, Mike?
I did
solder.
I could probably build one like in the shack right now. I literally have a like 200-foot roll of lamp wire, like lamp cord, zip cord as they call it. Like you just take lamp wire and just cut that literally to the length you think you got to be at, snip the end, and then split it, and there's your dipole. Like you're done. You're done.
KG680 speaker wire 10-meter dipole.
I literally bought that spool of wire because of Jerry, and I seldom use it, but whenever I can, man, I get a good old pang in my heart for Jerry.
It's great to think about him.
It is, man. It is good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like, okay, so I get it, the hesitation of doing something, building something, do the double bazooka, but like you're literally paying for somebody else that knows a little bit more than you do. And the only difference between what you know now and what they know is time and trying it. That's the secret. The only difference between what you know now and what they know is because you tried something or you didn't try something and they did try something. It just happens that that thing that they did worked and they went like, well, shoot, let's sell it. Oh, wait, Jeff Johnson. Who's this? I saw that and I was like, is it Ham Radio 2.0 throwing gifted subs with the 20 gifted memberships? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. This is very nice.
I might be able to do it, but I probably couldn't, knowing that it also requires weatherproofing, and
nah,
I only got enough weatherproofing for one coax connector.
Redstone, let me tell you something. If you can, do this for me. Stop saying you couldn't, you can't, it won't work. Like, just think of it as a challenge, right? Look at things and be like, that's a challenge. You could literally take duct tape and a bag from a grocery store and tape it over a connector, and that's waterproofing. I've done dirtier, jankier things than that. Try not to think of things that stop you from trying, and just try it. That's the message of this week's live stream.
I'm just scared I'm gonna mess it up and destroy it.
No. You might. You might destroy the antenna, but your radio is probably going to be totally fine.
But then I can't transmit, and I need something that can get me on the air right away.
No,
right? Why? What's so important that you have to be on the air right away?
Because this is something that's special for me for my birthday.
Okay. Well, as a birthday present, there you go. I would be fine saying go with the double bazooka for your birthday then. There you go. Birthday present time, Redstone. There you go. You're all set. All right. Who else has?
I might consider building this for like a POTA setup.
Well, feel free. Here's this. Redstone, feel free to get the birthday present that's the double bazooka. And if you then have an operating antenna, then you're confident, you feel good, you can always fall back on the double bazooka. Great. Then try and build your own at that point. It'll give you some confidence so that you're not worried about being on the air and you're good to go, right? You can try it then. Okay. Very good. Let's open it up to other questions. Is there anybody else out there that has a question? Any question anywhere? Go ahead as we look at this binding post.
Corpse a Lot just dropped 5 more subs.
Oh my gosh, we got a gifted sub marathon right now. That's amazing. Well, thank you, Corpse-a-Lot, my good friend, a guy other side of the country, can't hang out with enough. So cheers to you, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, that's awesome. Thank you. But yeah, I'm ready to move to the main question of the show, if I can. But is there anybody who has any other questions? Anyone, anywhere, come now, or we're going to start talking about other things.
So, how many radials for a raised vertical?
I think that you're supposed to do a raised. It's supposed to be equal to 1/4 wavelength of the operating frequency, right?
No, I believe that each radial is tuned for the band, right?
Yeah,
each one
1/4 wavelength.
So 17 foot. Yeah, right. 1/4 wavelength. So in 20, that's like 16, 17 feet.
So let me make sure I understand. So you're saying that if you had 4 elevated radials and they were all 1/4 wavelength on 20 meters, they will perform the same?
Yeah, so far that's what I'm seeing, yes. But I mean, when we say performing, what I'm looking for is like on a ground-mounted vertical, I can get into Europe. On this raised vertical with 4 deals or four radials, I'm barely getting out of the United States.
Yeah, I don't mess around with elevated radials anymore, Don, for that exact reason. I've always found that if I just put more wire on the ground for my 1/4 wavelength verticals, they perform amazingly. I don't mess around with the elevated radial stuff anymore. I really don't.
And I get what you're saying. I just wanted to do it this time for fun. And I'm at the point of saying, okay, well, I've had my fun. It's time to move back to the ground. So, but I just was. It was just a curiosity thing. You know how we like to experiment, right?
Oh yeah. So I would think. So maybe I'm wrong. I would think that the total length of the radial wires would be 1/4 wavelength. The elevated radials, not that each one is 1/4 wavelength. I think that you now have four elevated radials that are a part of the antenna that are all 1/4 wavelength. I do not think that works.
Oddly, though, it tunes. I mean, I'm getting 1.2 to 1 tune on it.
But it's not effective.
20 meters. Yeah, it's just not effective. And I always understood, like, for instance, with DX Commanders, when you don't have enough radials out, it literally it'll tune, but you really don't reach the distances that you do if you get a lot of good radials out.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So you can still find a dip.
Thing.
You can find what you'll find is that the dip is like, it's like 2 to 1 SWR, and then it's like 2.5 to 1 SWR. It's kind of crappy. But then you start adding more radials, and all of a sudden the floor starts to drop out on that salad bowl on your analyzer.
No, that's not what I'm seeing. So I'm getting a 1.2 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a 1.2 to 1 on, 14.175, which is where you want it. However, I just don't see the distance. And so
I believe also that they become slightly directional when they're elevated radials. I could be wrong.
Well, and this is for a phased array, so.
A phased array, I would be all on the ground. I would be totally on the ground.
Again, I'm just experimenting.
I love it. Right. I love it. I love it. I like
it. I think I've had my fun, and I just thought, just to get y'all's thoughts, but I'm ready to move it to the ground. In fact, I bought DX Commander's actual kit for 20 meters. Although, after I tell you what I did next week, I may not do 20 meters anymore. I may move it to 40. So, 40 makes more sense. 40 or 80 makes more sense because those are, I mean, you're not going to put up a 40 or 80 meter, Yagi. So, I mean,
Can we just recognize really quick that this is a prime example of he just tried it, and now we're listening to the results?
Yes.
Try it. Try it.
That's what I did.
That's right, Don. We love it, and then we can talk about it and yes, I like it. By the way, Don.
That's all I'm doing.
Don, do both. 20-meter phased array, 40-meter phased array. Where you're at, you could do whatever you want.
Yep.
And by the way, Don, I totally agree with you that a 40-meter phased array is probably worth more in effective directional power output than a 20-meter phased array. A 20-meter phased array is very easy to set up, but a 40-meter gives you gain that I think, as you've already kind of pointed to, harder to get in a Yagi or any other like directional antenna that we would traditionally be talking about.
Yeah, and so I'm torn between going, well, yeah, I've got the 20-meter already, so maybe I should just go ahead and buy a whole 40-meter kit.
I think so.
As opposed to, well, I mean, I could just get the 40-meter coax and put it on the one that I have, and then I've got a 40-meter, and then I'll lose the 20.
But then you're already halfway through you took a project down that you have up and running. And
that's right.
You're probably half of just taking it down and moving it. More than that is a full other project than just setting up another 40 phased array antenna. And then you'd be like, yeah, you got two really good antennas.
Yeah. And what the hell? It's only another $700, right?
I mean, all things considered, they're not that expensive. All things considered. Those kits, $700 for that kind of gain is not that bad.
Oh no, it's not. And I like John. I don't mind supporting him.
Yeah.
And I have found, first of all, I built this kit, and John was like, "Are you sure you want to build this?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, did he try to point you to the 40?
No, he just said. I mean, was pointing me to him building it.
Oh,
but,
no.
Yeah. And I built it, and Chuck did too. And it's I don't know. It's really simple, other than, well, there's some tricky parts, and you can watch the video. But still, it's it was fun.
Yeah, I love that.
So and raised verticals is fun too. I'm just not happy with it, but hey, I did it. I tried.
So Don, the raised vertical story and the whole thing goes back to the Buddy Stick Pro for me, right? And that was a raised vertical antenna, and you usually had like one element, and you would go in and adjust it constantly to be matching the quarter wave vertical. But now I'm actually thinking about going back to the Buddy Stick Pro and just putting a whole lot of copper on the ground and seeing how it performs. I wouldn't be too surprised with that center loaded vertical, the way it's set up, that if you did that, I bet it works pretty well, actually.
Yeah. And I think in this case, I mean, what I'm doing right now, I've got two 17-foot whips up, and and they're pointed northeast, southwest, and I can tell the difference. So when I'm flipping back and forth, you can tell the difference between them. And so I'm hearing gain in one direction and nulls in the other, which is,
that's cool.
I mean, yeah. And so effectively getting rid of South America when you want to is just a boon down here. Mm-hmm. So that was one of the things I was looking for, and it does work. And not only that, but if you do want South America, all you got to do is, turn the switch, and boom, you've got South America. So it's, I don't know, I'm enjoying it, enjoying playing with it, because I haven't had the ability to put up a directional antenna. So this is my first foray.
Very cool. Right on. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
And
so
thanks for entertaining the question.
Yeah. So I posted the video topic of like, what aspect of ham radio are you bad at? So I think I'm a bad satellite operator. I have made one whole contact on SO50, and it's probably I made that contact before my children were born. So a long time ago. And I've neglected it horribly. It's something I want to be better at. I think I'm better at CW now than I am at satellites. So I'm curious what others think is their worst aspect of ham radio. I think it might be a little cathartic for everybody else watching right now. Anybody want to be the first one to say, like, "Hi, Josh, I'm also bad at something"?
Well, I have absolutely no idea how to set up a repeater. It's completely foreign to me.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
And honestly, I have zero interest in it.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's just something that. That's why I would be even worse at it. Is because I have so little interest in it.
So that's my problem with satellites. Is I love satellites from my profession. And I know that I could do it. I just don't. It feels like appointment television. Like we've got away from appointment television. Like I can now, I can just pull up anything I want to watch and watch it, and I can just go to a park and I can do POTA. Like I don't have to schedule myself around a thing floating around space. And I know that's like a crazy thing to say, but it's like that's how I feel about it, is that it's like, oh, I got to go outside right now because it's dinner time, but I got like satellite's coming, so I got to get ready for the pass. Like that's how it's always felt to me. So I don't know if anybody else feels that way, or like, what else are you bad at?
Well, I would not want to come here and do MIMO either. I mean, I do that at work. Sorry,
please,
I brought it up.
Please don't say MIMO. Nobody say MIMO. Don't say it. Don't say it. James, what are you gonna say?
WinLink. I've got a MacBook, and I had the same problem that Mike has, and it's like, so I've never learned how to do WinLink.
Yeah, WinLink on a Mac is not a fun time. That's not a fun experience, but it is really effective. It's a really good mode. You should probably just get a tablet, some cheap
comment.
Tablet. Okay, Mike, go ahead. Comment.
It's near and dear to me, man. I broke down and I installed. Gosh, I can't think of what it is now. Not Parallels, but another thing that I found. The YouTube channel 9 to 5 Mac showed how to install it, and I have on my MacBook Air for portable. I have a little thing that runs Windows, and I can do WinLink. So it defeated me, man. I just want to give some words of encouragement there. You're not alone.
Running WinLink fully on Mac OS is a fool's errand from my point of view. Like it really is. It's a pain in the ass.
Once you get the emulator or whatever it's called.
Is it VirtualBox?
No, it's
VMware Fusion.
Oh, is it VMware?
Yeah, VMware Fusion.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Go. So like to that guy, just go on YouTube and type 9 to 5 Mac and VMware Fusion install. It's a little outdated, so the prompts aren't exactly what they show, but if you watch it a couple times, you should be able to get through it as a last-ditch effort, because I'm sure as hell not about to bring a Windows computer out in the field.
Does anybody else use Fusion at work?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Then that's why you guys are enjoying it. Because if I do something at work, I don't want to do it at home.
Okay. But except talk about MIMO.
Well, I'll talk about it. You notice I'm not doing it.
All right. So we got a super chat from Jeff Johnson. Said, I'm bad at taking tests. Successfully upgraded to general with the HRCC VE team last week. They made it great and a welcoming experience. Hey, if you are so inclined to take your ham radio test and upgrade to the next level, if you go to the Ham Radio Crash Course Discord, which is the link in the video description, and you scroll up to testing questions, you can go to testing questions and you can talk to all the folks who are literally a part of the HRCC VE team. And they will talk about how you can take a test possibly in the same day. Can't promise that, but a ton of people are waiting to hear from you now. So if you're interested in taking your amateur radio license test, you can literally do it on the HRCC Discord. Just go to testing questions, and they'll get that done for you. and at least point you in the right direction if you need to study, need some guidance, whatever. They got you covered. So there you go. Ham Radio Tube dropped the video for getting VMware Fusion running. There's
totally free.
Mm-hmm.
Totally free.
So here's a great question from Derek. And Derek asks, we'll come back to what aren't you good at in ham radio, but I don't know. I don't think people really want to humble themselves. Maybe I'm wrong. Question: how do you attach your wire antenna to a carbon fiber mast that doesn't have an eyelet? I'll tell you what I did, sir. I went and pulled out my old fishing rod repair kit, the end piece with the guide for fishing line. I hot glued that onto the end of quite a few little masts that I had. And if you found that the diameter of the whippy bit on the end of the mast were too small, then I just super glued those into the next unit until it became more rigid. And you can get eyelets that are all different diameters, and you can find them that will match the one for your radio setup. That's what I did. There's probably also like 3D printed parts that you can get, but I feel that 3D printed parts will probably break. So there's my recommendation. All right.
I have to tell you something. I'm going to go real quickly, but I'm going to be back, but I'm going to leave the chat for a while.
You don't have to tell me. It's okay. You can just go. It's all right. No problem. I don't do roll call when we get in here, but maybe that's something we'll do in the future is roll call. Turn this after chat into a 4-hour after chat. All right. Anybody else want to dive in with what is an aspect of amateur radio they're not great at? Who wants to?
Morse code.
Yeah, Morse code. I can see that for a lot of people.
Come on, Mark. You've got to have something.
Well, I mean, he said.
Was that me for me, Mark, or a different Mark, Don?
No, that was for you, Mark.
Oh my gosh, man! Do we want to be here all night? There is so much.
No.
My big problem is time. Making time to keep the skills fresh. You know, FT8 if it fails, how do you go fix it? And then CW if that fails, how do you go fix it? Or if this doesn't work, how do you go fix it? All of that is troubleshooting, and to be able to do it in an emergency, or if you're out on a hike, you really need to be doing it all the time to keep that stuff top of mind. And that's where I'm failing, personally.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. For me, I'm in a situation where I'm between major radios, and I am looking at automating my shack and doing all this stuff, and it's like, oh my gosh, it looks so daunting. And it's something that I think, like, in the past, like, if you would have found me 5 years ago, I'd be like, yes, we're diving into this right now. And now it's like, I just want to, like, chase POTA, and I want to go do, portable operations and build some antennas and, that kind of stuff. It's not the same. Maybe it's age. I think it's age. I think that's what it is. The energy dwindles as you get older. I think that's what it is. I don't know, though. We'll see how it goes. No. Not tonight. Not tonight. Thank you. Oh, he let the dogs in. Get them out. Go. That's fine. You can leave Chloe in here. Don't leave June in here. Thank you. All right. Jeez. Now I got a dog.
I'll throw something out there. Now that a lot of people have these little nano VNAs now, how often do you all test stuff? Test your balance and your antennas and all of that, or you just throw them on and use them? I often just throw them on and use them.
I think that the nano VNA for a lot of people is the gateway drug for like verticals and stuff like that, where you have to go in and constantly like twiddle around with it. Mark, Soda Plus, he's always got his Nano VNA on him. Adam has one. Many people like whip those things out all the time. Even those little tiny guys, and on a summit, they'll still pull it out and test things. Like, I don't think he's in the chat. Is he in the chat? No, he's not. But oh no, because he's in Oregon right now. They're all those soda guys are in Oregon right now. When we hiked up to Bertha Peak and we set up that doublet, Mark whipped out his Nano VNA and we used that to adjust it, adjust the feed line, do the whole thing. Like that was a real part of the whole setup.
And Josh, I think you've got a 2-port. Most people, do they have? If they've just got the rig experts, those are just 1-port, S11. But you've got the ability to do S12.
Nano VNAs are S12.
Now.
Sorry, I was
well,
talking
they
over
should
you.
be able to do S11 and S12.
The Nano VNA
which means
does,
you guys
yes.
can test.
VNA does, yeah.
You can test filters, which is really cool.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy to think that for like $50, I mean, they're a little bit more expensive than that, but for sub $100, you can get a network vector analyzer that will do S12, which is crazy. And so for everybody that doesn't understand what I'm talking about, so the device, the testing apparatus, has 2 ports. And you can attach a filter, like the UHF filter we were talking about earlier tonight. You could attach that to the network vector analyzer, and you could plot the filtering capability of it and how tight it is, or the relative capabilities of it. Like, all of that is something that you could put into this and see where it's like, oh, this filter is like super tight. It's like my RF goes through a soda straw. And then you put your radio on that, and as long as the frequency matches that soda straw, then that frequency will pass. Otherwise, it will not. And that's the fundamental reason why you would have something like that. It's really cool. It's amazing that you can buy this stuff now.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But can they make it for us old guys so we can actually read the damn thing?
Yeah, they make big versions of it. They make big screen versions of it.
Not big enough that I can see it. The text is still so small, and then you get it outside, and it completely washes out in the sun.
Well,
and
how
that's
big
why
do you
I
want
run
it to go?
Expert.
How big do you want it to go?
About big enough that, like, I want the font size to be the same font size and contrast that the rig experts do, and they don't. I've never seen one that does.
In that same, like the stick,
yeah,
like that kind of thing. Oh, okay.
Well, the stick has good color contrast, so you can read it, especially in the sun. But then the bigger VNA or rig experts, have that. It's not a big screen, but they use a large font on it, and it's white on blue, and it's just so much easier to read when you take it out and use out in the field.
Yeah.
I cannot use a VNA, and that's why I've told Smoke and Ape 1,000 times, no, I'm not going to use one of those things because I can't read it. Even indoors, it's like you got to take a magnifying glass to zoom in on those little bitty tick marks.
I have a very large network vector analyzer. It's like this big. It's huge. It's a huge screen. Works really well. But yes, I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know. And sorry.
Can I make a suggestion?
You can try.
So you'll probably know it from seeing it, or next time you get one or whatever. The second or maybe the smallest size Amazon box. If you stick a Nano VNA in there, cut 2 holes for the SMAs on the side of it, it makes a really good hood, so you can still see it when you carry it outside.
But I don't have to do that for the rig expert.
That's true, but the VNA can do some things that the rig expert can't.
But I don't usually do any of those in the field. I'm only doing generally SWR when I'm out, on POTO or whatever. I'm not testing filters or doing any of that kind of stuff.
That's fair.
SWR. And
I carry my stick. I don't carry my VNA in the field, so I'm completely in agreement with you. But if you had something where you did have to do, it's not like you're testing and experimenting with antennas or anything, but that could also be helpful if you had to do so.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them that I was lucky enough to win that I didn't have to buy. So I've got them, but I just never take them out because I really the text is so small. And what I don't understand is these guys that write that firmware. Damn it, improve it. They have left it the same for the last like 7 or 8 years. Not a single upgrade to the interface. I don't understand that. If it's that popular, upgrade the firmware.
China.
Well, I mean, the Chinese even will. Huh?
Isn't the V4 one like only a couple years old?
But the firmware is the same. The text font size and all of that, it's all the same.
Comment?
Good.
Sure, Mark.
So 2 things. One, a minute or 2 ago, I dropped a video that also shows how to test filters if anybody's interested in it. But SDR Kits makes a headless nano, or not a nano VNA, but a headless VNA that does a really good job too. And it'll put everything on a computer screen for you in nice big font in their free software. So if it is something you want to get into, that's how you get around it, is just don't get that. Get a bigger box.
Well, there was one that was available for a good long time that actually had the interface through Bluetooth, so it would go up on a computer screen through Bluetooth. And I always thought, wow, that would be a great way to do it. But then those guys stopped selling them.
The sticks do that. The Nano VNA requires USB-C, I'm pretty sure.
The one you're talking about, the Mini VNA Pro, I remember that.
Well, there was another version of it too. There was the Mini, and then there was another one, and the other one actually had a better interface on it. But I can't remember. There was something about it that didn't quite work as well as the Mini, and so again, their product, the way they were handling their products wasn't done very well, and I think that's why they're not around anymore.
Mm.
But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. See, again, if you think about the Nano VNA, think about all the things it could do. If, for instance, they included Wi-Fi and Bluetooth in it, and they improved the user interface in it and modernized the thing. But I don't know who the software engineers are that are doing the firmware, but I guess they laid them all off.
Comment?
Go ahead, comment.
So with the, oh man, I totally just went blank. I'm so sorry.
You're good. Take a moment, condense yourself or compile yourself, and try again.
So when I use my Nano VNA, I always have my laptop with me, and I tend to route it in through that. And using the interface on the PC screen is so much better than killing my eyes trying to stare at that tiny little 4-inch screen. I don't know if that's an option for you. I don't know if you're taking a laptop with you when you go portable, but that's definitely the way to go in my experience.
But are you running Nano VNA Saver?
I am.
Yeah, guess when that stupid thing was written?
Like 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sure it's ancient. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could do 1,000 things a whole hell of a lot better. And again, that's to me, again, evidence of them not really supporting it anymore. They wrote it, they're selling the crap out of it, and everybody's paying for it. So why improve it?
I mean, it's taken off. So my day job is I'm a broadcast engineer, and some of my tower guys are taking them with them to go and sweep coax lines and all that good stuff.
Oh, our antenna, we have a guy that's designing antennas for us, and he uses a Nano VNA. I have nothing against them. I understand what they're doing. But yeah, I can't use them for what I need, which is to take them in the field and be able to see them in the bright sun.
An OLED upgrade would be nice for them and should be doable.
Right. There's a lot of things they could improve. I don't understand why they're not. But again, sorry, this is going way too long.
I think we covered it.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm trying to, let's see, hold on. Yeah, halt that. Oh, we're all good. We're all good in the hood here. Don't know what that was about. my amp was all pissed off at my little setup here and started squawking at me. So hopefully we got that sorted out. But all right, who wants to dive in with anything they're not good at in amateur radio? Something maybe it's a goal you have in the future. Maybe it's the halfway point. We're all getting ready for the rest of the year here to close things out. Christmas time, I don't know. It's New Year's resolutions time, I don't know. Halfway point. What are we not great at? Everybody's great at everything. Okay. Thought we'd be.
Well, Josh, I'll share the sentiment that I'm not great at sats.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm not either. Yeah, buying gear and not using it. Derek, oh my God, buddy. Where's my? You know what? I'll show off my shame. Hold on. Yet another satellite antenna that I have not really. I got my elk here. Oh, I should hold it that way. Got my elk here that I'm not. I even 3D printed the handle for it. And I gotta stop being lazy and just get into it and start going nuts. But yeah, I got the 3D printed the handle for this elk. Maybe I'll take it tomorrow. We got a beach event tomorrow for dinner. So maybe I'll drag this out and we'll take my D72 and get on the air with that. Maybe that's the way to go. Looks like a 40 meter FT8 is pretty good right now, but we'll see.
What about 40 meter JS8 call?
Oh, sorry, 40 meter JS8 call is what I meant, not FT8.
Oh, okay.
I'm on JS8 call right now on 40 meters. But I think my radio's pissed off because I gave it. It decided to transmit at an inopportune time. Let's see. Let's close this, and we'll go over here. We'll shut this guy off, and let's turn him back on, and we'll go back to JS8. Yeah, that's... Oh, no, that's the wrong 40. There it is. Let's see. Can we tune? Yeah. Looks good. Happy. Send it. Send that heartbeat. Let's go. Oh, there we go. We got it. He's transmitting. We're all over there. Let's go.
Can I throw out another question, Josh?
Yeah, Don. What's going on, man?
Sure. So what is the difference when you're running WinLink between using Vara FM and using KISS TNC? Because for some reason, around me, the guy, so I've got, the 7600 and the N76 and all of this stuff, and I don't have a radio connected for Vara FM.
Mm-hmm.
So, but all of the guys out here that have the servers, I guess, the server sides, they don't accept KISS TNC. Yeah.
Really? Wow, that's okay. So a KISS TNC is packet. So it's a traditional packet, whereas Vara is not packet. It does not use AX25. If anything, from my point of view, I think Vara is easier in a lot of ways to interface because you don't need a KISS TNC radio. You don't need a traditional TNC. You just need audio in and out from the radio. You don't even need anything special. Like I could literally just plug into some of my radios and be like, oh, I got audio in and out via the Baofeng plug or whatever, and I can do Vara with it.
But it's so nice on the N76 just to use Bluetooth and not have to connect anything.
It is convenient. But Vara is faster too. It's much faster than packet.
Well, so all we need then is Vara FM over Bluetooth, right?
I think we have latency problems over Bluetooth. I think that's the reason why that hasn't taken off. But I could be wrong.
I don't think it's even available, but
no, it's not. You can do Vara interconnected via a Wi-Fi device or something with radio mail, but you literally have to have like a unit connected to the radio that does the buffering for data, and that's just where we're at right now. I don't know how we surmount that current hurdle.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I didn't understand it. I don't know why the guys that are running the servers are like.
Well, because they're already homebound.
As one node.
They're already homebound.
Yes. Yeah.
And they can use a Raspberry Pi to run the whole thing, and do Vara or a Nuke or Nuck, whatever, Windows box. Like they just buy one of those Windows boxes on Amazon, throw WinLink Express on it, do Vara FM all day, and not have any problem.
Yeah, except they've got to plug directly into the radio, but which they're probably already doing.
The TNC radios, well, I guess that's true. They could do wireless. So, yeah, I don't know. Out here, I would say that it's a pretty even split, packet versus Vara. So the fact that Vara has taken over so hard in your area is, I think, good, but also I agree that the convenience of packet in some cases is way more important. But
yeah, I mean, because for me, because we've only got 2 nodes out here, because I mean I live out in the sticks, but there are 2 nodes, and both of them are Vara FM, and so I've already got my HF radios connected. So if I'm going to do WinLink email, I just use HF, and it works just fine.
Mm-hmm. It's true. All right. So we are going to record the podcast tonight. We could not do it last night, so I think we're going to start dipping into saying hello to our favorite YouTube friends. And right on the top of my list, it's the first person. It's Bill, Ham Radio Tectonics. Bill, I'm looking forward to seeing you again, my friend, in Huntsville. How you doing, man? Oh, can't hear you. I think you're muted or something. I don't know what's going on. Got him, John. I threw it to him, Johnny, on the spot, and he wasn't. I wasn't ready. I have the biggest boy, Dom.
How's my audio on now?
Oh, you're back in there, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Thanks for the shout out. I'm really looking forward to seeing you too, man.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Everybody, seeing the family. Let's see. One of the things I'm bad at, let's talk about that real quick, is it's something personal that I want to happen and I don't make it happen, is I want all my HTs sort of synced. In other words, the frequency the same. And so I'll one day I'll want to use the Yaesu or one of my old Yaesus, and I'll go to pull a frequency up, and I haven't put it in there because I did bother to put it into the ICOM. So I'm pretty bad at keeping my HTs up to date and synced.
Dude, you're totally right. You're totally right.
And it bugs me because I want it to happen, and somehow I never get it the way I want it. So that's one of the things one of the many things that I may be bad at. I do a lot of things, and so that whole jack of all trades thing, and I kind of like it. I'm not super professional, excellent at any of them, but anyway, name is Bill. Call sign K0WHW. Ham Radio Tectonics is his channel, and that's another thing. Following through. So I follow through with the projects. I get them done, but then getting them videoed, I'm kind of dragging on that, man. But there you go.
Dude, I gotta tell you, you made a really good point, and the systems at play don't make it easy, right? Because no radio really wants to talk to a radio from another brand, and there's no software that like uniformly brings all the programming together. RT Systems has all the programming software, but they charge you for like every particular radio that you have. And so then you're talking like $50 or whatever to add software on top of it and a programming cable and all that, business. You're totally right. Trying to keep all the radios like locked into the same channel setup could be a freaking nightmare. That's a really good point. Totally agree.
Kind of agree. One of these days I'm going to get around to it, but I'm not going to keep the channel blocked. I'll turn it over to somebody else. But again, thanks for the shout out. Glad to be here with all you guys. And see you soon, those of you that are going to be at Huntsville.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate it. All right. Make sure everybody scream out at me because I don't have any backup, so I'm flying solo here. So I think next on my list is Dawn, N5SKT, who's been dazzling us with vertical phased array talk. But what's been going on with your channel there, Dawn?
Well, I did drop a video where I kind of demoed the phased array. And I tried out something new this week on my channel. I actually used Chat GPT to generate the thumbnail. And it was fun. And actually, I liked the results. So it was a little bit probably too colorful, but I got a couple of subscribers out of it. So I guess that's a positive thing.
There you go, buddy.
And I've got some things coming up that, hopefully you guys will enjoy. But like I said, I'm keeping it under wraps until everything's up and I can actually show you what it is rather than trying to describe it without, having a visual. So, anyway, so I've got that going on, and I think maybe by the end of this week I'll be able to do that, but it might fall over into the week after. There's a lot going on, and I don't know if it'll all happen, this week. But that's really all that I'm. That's all that's going on right now with me. So I've got plans. I just and I've dropped a recent video, but that's where I'm at.
Right on, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to Hybrid Robotics, a member of the Ham Radio Crash Course membership, but says, this is my first live stream. Well, thank you, buddy, for watching. I appreciate that. Very cool. All right, next, I think, let's go down the list here. And again, you guys hold me accountable. I hit Dawn. Oh. Is the next Mike? KMRD?
Thank you, everybody.
I think so.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. How you doing, Mike?
It's weird. I'm not usually
with the quickness
prepared this early. Yeah, it's a little early. What's going on, man? What are you doing? You're running some kind of YouTube thing, or what do you do? What do you do for a living?
Oh, what do I do for a living? Oh, that's a different conversation.
No. Never mind.
But no, I'm. You know what sucks is, I don't have enough time. Right? I never have enough time. Like if I could, I would love to be a soda. Get my what do they call that? What's the award? What are we looking for? The
goat.
The goat. Yeah, I would love to get a soda goat, but I would have to be like hiking every weekend, like get out on a hike every weekend, and that's just not reasonable most of the time for me. But at the same time, like I think that it's exactly the motivation I need to get like good at CW. I know that I have to do the thing to like really become like capable in it. And
Is that really a soda thing or just a CW thing though? It's like, how hard is it to make a contact when you're out?
I'll tell you why. I chase POTA all the time for my truck. Like when I get to pick kids
it's
up.
Called hunting.
Okay. Chasing sodas.
Yes,
okay.
We hunt POTA.
Hunt POTA, sure.
We gotta get the vernacular right, where this is for the kids.
It works both ways from my point of view. I prefer chasing.
Okay.
Hunting sounds so, it's a final thing. But anyway. So soda, POTA, I hunt, chase, whatever. For my truck's really easy. But as an activator, particularly for CW, that's a lot more difficult because you have to decode all those random call signs. I know the call sign of the person that's at the park or the summit. I know what they're doing. I just need to get in there and write it down and get my 5.9 or whatever and then be on my way. But when you're actually sitting out there and you're decoding the call signs, that's way harder, because it's all random. It's all random characters. You have no idea what you expect, really.
Sure, but I guess my argument is just you could just key up on 5.2. Not always. Mayhap I'm being...
Oh, sure. Well, down here, yeah, I could activate on VHF on most summits around here. That's true.
Yeah.
But I want to do it on CW, right? I mean, that's, come on.
There you go. We're getting to he wants to do it.
But Mike, we don't have to do any of this, Mike. Come on, what are you talking about? If you boil it down to that level, if the broth is that boiled down.
Listen, Satan kicks me out for 2 to 3 hours a day. He's like, I need to go to sleep. You need to go POTA. So that's, we can't disobey our cats.
Well, I don't have a cat, but I understand what Satan's up to. I get it.
Yeah.
But what's going on with you, man?
Dogs.
So
they're just as mischievous. So, dude.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I did a POTA today, but that's not important. The important thing is that when I was doing that POTA, one Matt AE4MQ came back to me park to park.
Yes, he was out the parks today.
Would you believe that Matt was in Death Valley?
Yes.
So I got to work Matt park to park Death Valley.
Yeah. He was in Death Valley, and he went to the Japanese internment camp, which is a museum in just south of Lone Pine, California. I passed it this last weekend. Yeah, he activated. He said he was going to activate both parks, but Death Valley is like a 100-mile drive.
Wait a minute! Whoa! There's a Japanese internment camp that's a park.
Yes, it's a museum basically to commemorate when they locked up the Japanese people during World War II.
Is that a thing we want to celebrate, though?
I don't know that we're celebrating
it. How does George Takei feel about that?
We're not celebrating it. It's a landmark of historical importance.
Yeah, to remember.
Kind of like the memorial for the marathon.
All right.
For the Oklahoma City bombing.
All right, I got it.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, I was thinking exactly what Mike was thinking.
Thank you. So anyway, I got to work Matt at Death Valley, which was cool enough. I worked Tim, Gray Man POTA.
Wow.
But then, as I was out today, because there's this IOTA. What is IOTA for anyway? IOTA?
Islands on the air.
Islands on the air.
But why is this content? Why is Callum live streaming this? He's not. Well, I guess he's.
Is he live right now?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, what are we doing?
I think he's sleeping. But anyway, so the point is, shut up. Hang on. I have the floor. I finally, on 20 meters today, worked Callum.
Really? Amazing.
Yep. He was live streaming because of this IOTA contest. And I'm listening to him on 20 meters. He's at 14.277.5. And I got
now he's
QRM
on
1.5. Yeah. Well, this is earlier. I got QRM 1.5 kilohertz above me, and I got QRM 1.5 kilohertz below me. But the band started to come up a little bit. And mind you, I have never even heard Callum ever on the air on HF.
Really?
When I lived in Michigan, when I lived in Texas, could never hear him.
Wow.
I watch his live streams. And today. So you got to understand, I've been trying to get this contact for years.
That's awesome.
And I finally got him today, and he was really weak, and I called out. 10 minutes later, started growing up. Like, I just sat there, dude, and I'm like, I can hear him. Like, I know, because I'm watching his live stream, and I'm hearing, so I'm like, okay, I know I got right frequency. I can start hearing him.
Well, I'm a little upset because I have definitely been a subscriber to Callum's channel, even when he had to recreate his new channel, and YouTube said that I was not a subscriber. And so now I can't comment. This is pissing me off right now. I've been subscribed to Callum in every iteration of his channel, dude. So I don't know what's going on right now. But let me see. Can I say, oh, yeah. Hi, chat.
Confident that YouTube will just unsubscribe random channels.
I think they do, actually. I totally believe they do.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
We'll see who's still alive over there.
That was my day. I poded. I got to work. A lot of awesome stations today. And I wanted to text Shane from this side of the radio.
Yeah.
He was on Ham Radio Clubhouse. Because he talks about working Callum all the time. But Shane's in Texas. He's in Dallas. But he's using Steve, KO4 AFL's station, remotely in North Carolina. With his freaking whatever antenna you have, that beam.
Step IR.
Yeah,
he has
that
a step
one.
IR. Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, that's like... And Shane's like, oh, I've worked Callum a bunch of times. I'm like,
I know a guy.
I know a guy. With your radio. It's not with your radio. It's not with your antenna. I just worked Callum today with my radio and my antenna. Damn it,
Mike. No disrespect to the guys who borrow other people's stations. I've got nothing against that. But Mike, I agree with you 100%. There's nothing that feels better than getting a contact that you've been hunting for under your belt with your own station, under your own power. That feels good. So congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. That's cool.
I worked Callum from here with a.
Shut up, Don.
Well, I mean, I was lucky,
I'm
Mike.
kidding,
There's
I'm kidding.
and you know how tough it is. So, I mean,
but you're one of them. You're one of them. Because I mean, this has been going on for years. And you've always posted, I work Callum from here, but you're 170 miles. Well, you're probably 150 miles north of me. Different. It's different. Like that little bit of difference makes a difference.
It does. And you've got a high noise floor.
Yeah.
Well, unless you were on POTA, but yeah, you got.
No, I was at home. Yeah. But I heard I was doing a POTA today with the 7300. And like kind of after my pileup died down, I tuned around and I heard an England station. He was one of the contest guys on 20 meters. And this is probably at 3:00 this afternoon. Okay. I never hear England ever.
Yeah. On single sideband, it's pretty rare for me to hear them, to be honest.
Yeah,
where I'm at.
But like the bands, the QSB was insane today. Like literally 1 nanosecond, you're 5'9". The next syllable, you're down in the weeds. Mm-hmm. It was so crazy. But I heard England today. And then I came home after my POTA. I'm like, dude, I had a good time at POTA. I want to sit on the radio. So I have been all day. I've been sitting in front of the radio. And freaking England came back in.
I love that.
A few hours ago into Texas. And
that's awesome. That's really
just
cool.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, so go film your podcast now.
It's just beautiful. It's beautiful.
And Mike, I've worked Rolly on a POTA.
I think I worked Rolly before on a POTA.
Yeah, I get New Zealand with some bit of regularity.
Yeah, me too.
On FT8, not phone, but
same
in England, even on FT8, England, like the UK, very, very rare for me.
I get them quite regularly on 15 meters.
I think I worked Rolly on phone, but I was pointed directly at him, basically. I swing the whole thing. But I mean, like, I'm closer than you guys, so.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Rolly does do a lot of FT8. So,
he does. Yeah, he does. He's very proficient.
I mean, it makes it easier. I have worked, I think, Mr. VK7HH once on FT8, but I've never gotten invoice either.
Okay. All right. Sorry. No, you're good, man. You're good. Boy, we're just rolling through this. So after K8MRD, I think it is one Mark of Boondock Echo. How you doing, man?
Did I hear Boondock Echo?
You
hey, man,
did.
I'm pretty good. I got something to share with you guys. Good. But first, I have a message from Frank. He's back to work, which I guess is why he's not here now. He's got a new short out for everybody to watch. He's got a video coming soon for a POTA weekend, and happy birthday to Shane K6APX. That's all from Frank.
Yes, we love Frank. But how you doing, man?
So good. Okay, so we had a big week. First of all, before I talk about what I'm excited about, I want to talk about something the viewers are going to be excited. And I just posted links. So I built a field portable inverted delta antenna, and the 3D files are all out there. The Balun's kind of cool. If you want to geek out on learn more about Balun physics, that has, for whatever reason, been our most popular video ever.
Okay.
And I thought it was going to be a dud. I had no idea. But here's the issue.
Your thumbnail.
No.
Oh.
No.
I was going to say, I'm looking at it right now. Brighten that whole thing up. Just brighten it way up. Make it way brighter.
Okay, I'll do that.
The text is great. The text is great. I love the text. Just like I'm looking at it, and like as a just think that this right now is really hot. Like it's really zoomed in. If we shrunk it down to a postage stamp, you want that Balun to like pop. So like make it brighter. Give it more contrast and higher brightness. But sorry,
that is
go ahead.
excellent feedback. That is excellent feedback. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well,
anyways, all the files are there for everybody. But look at the link I just did below it. The not subscribed versus subscribed.
Oh, I bet it's savage.
96.2% of people who watch that video are not subscribed to the channel. Can you believe
it? Really? That's your wow. You got to okay.
Right?
So this is the. Okay, for everybody doing YouTube, this is where you do the call to action, and you do it. You got to splice it at the midpoint of the video or before the 7-minute mark. And you're like, hey, if you're liking this video, please subscribe. It's free, and if you don't continue to like it, you can unsubscribe at any time. That's how you do it. It's real simple.
That excellent advice. Okay, so we had a big week. We pitched the company for investors.
Okay.
It went really well. We have to wait until they pour over our cap table and our financials and everything. So it'll be a couple of weeks before we know. And if not, we'll go pitch somebody else. But it's a name that you and Don would definitely know. I'm not going to share it here, but you definitely know who this person is. Everybody uses their software, globally. So
Bill Gates.
Fingers crossed. No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That would be awesome too. But this guy has. What was that?
Somebody's underwater.
Somebody's got an open mic, I think.
Somebody's underwater and drowning.
So anyhow, if it works out and he says it's okay to share, I'll share it. But if not, I won't. Now, the other cool thing we're going to do, we're going to be back at the car races next week in, I think it's Wisconsin. So we sit there and we suck in everybody's audio and provide racetrack intelligence to teams. So that's another fun. But oh my goodness, how did I not lead with this one?
Okay.
Fire department. So everybody sees our B2C, our business to consumer version of Boondock. You don't really get to see the B2B version, just because we don't have enough time yet. Anyhow, our first fire department signed on. They prefer using our system over the dispatch they have now.
Wow, that's crazy. That's
right?
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, we've got a whole workflow for them. So, the dispatchers send calls, the fire department send calls. We suck all that up and we generate after action reports on every call for them. So they can then send that back to whoever their stakeholders are. And this is what we did. This is how long we were on scene. All the communications that happened. It's all, got all packaged up in a zip, immutable documentation, and off it goes. So
nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were talking before the firefighter. What were you talking about? That was
racing. IMSA racing.
Yeah. So, have you? Is there any automation for like pit crews and stuff like that you guys have looked at? I bet that's got to be rife with opportunity.
What do you mean? Because I bet we are.
Well, the vehicle has sensors, tons of different things.
Of telemetry.
Tons. So that alone, before you even dip into that, but like keywords that the driver's saying, like I'm feeling a wobble. Oh, wobble. That's probably got to go like high alert, like something that goes to a oh, we might have to pit early. You know, like that kind of stuff. Like
we do. Those are
wow,
all keywords.
that's cool. That's cool.
And here's the thing: we're doing it on all of the competing teams.
Really?
So the team that we work for, yes, the team. So we're not just sitting there with just one radio on one team. We're listening to all of the teams in that class, and when
because it's multiple frequencies and they're all just open like broadcasting. There's no encryption.
They have
basically.
to. They have to open broadcast. So we know when they're going to pit. We know when they need gas, and then they can build their strategy around that.
Dude, that's awesome. So you have like you're literally doing like SIGINT, like you have signal intelligence on races because you have because they have to transmit in the clear. You can have an audio you can have a radio with a Boondock Echo on it devoted to looking for keywords and looking for who knows, and then you don't have to have a person listening to that, and they can get a report that the lead car might be pitting soon or whatever, and they can build their whole race plan around that. That's
exactly
for NASCAR. That's huge. Like that is huge. That's really cool.
We haven't reached out to NASCAR yet. Right now, we're doing the IMSA, which is the I don't know, Le Mans prototype and all these freaking fast cars. I don't understand it all. I love watching it, but I don't understand it.
You're talking about Le Mans?
Am I?
What was what are you doing right now?
LMP2, Le Mans Prototype 2 is the class that we're helping.
Are these endurance racers, like endurance cars?
Yes.
Oh, yes. That's really good too.
But,
that's really good.
You know, once we work some more of the kinks out, we're going to have it. Oh, and here's what's really cool: we're using a K6ARK antenna.
Oh, that's super cool. Oh man, this is so fun. You guys are, I love it. God, do you have a contact in NASCAR? I bet if you got to the right person, I bet you could make some big tailwind on that. Like just from let us show you what we can do. We could set up like 5 radios, and we could give you the intelligence of everything that's happening. That'd be so smart.
So here's something else that's cool too, if anybody wants to play with it. And we're open source, guys, so you can go on our GitHub and grab our stuff. And if we haven't updated something, just ping us and we'll give you the latest code. But we have scanner controllers now, so we can control, and the way that we have this architected is we hope to be able to control any scanner or any radio that somebody wants us to touch. But right now it's set up for the Uniden Bearcat series, like the BC125AT, BC325P2, the STS100-200. So it'll go there, and we abstracted the commands out so you can just say, set frequency or do whatever. So we're going to have one scanner that just goes around looking for close calls, builds a frequency database, and then we can go and grab all the others, because the data that they give us from race control is often just bullshit. That's not what the frequencies that they're on.
Right.
So if you guys want to set up a little scanner system, the latest version of the firmware allows multiple serial ports at once if you want to control stuff.
And I love the concept that it just listens to everything. So it draws all the signals in and okay, we're going to check this one again. We're coming back to this. And then it goes back and it's we'll mine from this and be able to draw signal intelligence off of it. That's insane. That's really good. I love it.
Yeah, we're having fun.
I love it.
So anyways, hopefully in a couple weeks we'll know. I'm sure they're going to offer something. The question is it enough money for the amount of the company that they want? That we'll have to decide, but we'll know in a couple of weeks. So
I love how shrewd you are in business. You know what you're worth. I love it. I love that. Because you put a lot of money, you put a lot of time and your love into this. I love that. I love hearing the stories from you. This is amazing. Good for you.
Yeah,
man. Good for you.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. No, it's been fun, and like I said, man, we love ham. So this is why we were on temporary offline the other day, last month, and we did freaking 3 episodes with them. But we're showing people how you can enter the Boondock ecosystem for $20. It's a $25 board, and you can get started with the Boondock Tango. And it's a receive only, which is fine. Most people are receiving only anyway. Nobody's really transmitting except repeater owners and some commercial customers. But you can just jump right in, and we've got a free tier. As we add more capabilities, we plan to give more features to the free and the low dollar tiers. Again, our money isn't really coming from you guys. Like this race weekend, it'll be about $3,000 for 3 days of work. Versus, a ham's going to give us, $5 a month.
Yeah, and pizza. I'll get you some pizza. I'll buy some pizzas for you, Mark.
And it's not that we don't appreciate it. We love the money.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just saying, we like the community. We're trying to get it out there. So if you want to jump in it, jump in it. We're happy to have you.
I love it. Drop the link so people can chase you wherever you're at and wherever your code's at and see if they can help you out.
That reminds me. Speaking of codes, one other quick thing. The store's open again, so you can buy them now.
Okay.
We're doing self-distribution. And there's a way, I need to talk to the developers and figure out how to do it, but we could do like a ham radio crash course discount type thing, but I don't know how to do it yet. So we'll figure that out.
All right. Well, everybody hang on to that. But in the meantime, Mark will drop the link if you're interested in some coding projects. I'm sure they're probably interested in getting your help or maybe thinking about how you might take a open system that can just receive signals and then process them and then do radio things with it, how that might be useful in your particular area. So I'm pretty sure Mark would like to hear from you on some of those ideas. So make sure you get in there, all right?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having us, and love everybody out there.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna hop in because I saw some mic consternation earlier from one Mike N8YO, one of our admins here on the Discord. Mike, are you on mic? Is Mike on mic? This is a test. Oh, he unmuted, but he's.
No, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Yeah, sorry about that. I had a hot mic earlier when I was on my phone, swapped over and forgot to change that.
No, you're good. But I just want to say, how's it going, man? How's been the time as a HRCC admin?
Oh, it's a pleasure as always. Actually, just got back from Colorado yesterday. We were out there for a week. 2.0, Frank, Digital Rancher, Kyle was out there. And we did some off-roading, did some photos. It was a good time.
Nice. So I don't think I asked this. Are you going to Huntsville? Will I see you over there?
Oh, yeah, you'll see me there.
Okay.
I got the spot next to Jason.
Very good. Just checking in. I saw you in there, so I thought I'd say hi, and hopefully I get to see you soon because, oh, man, Huntsville, I think, is like, it's kind of like the end of the Hamfest season for a lot of folks. And so it's like, I don't know, it feels like a magnet now. Huntsville's like getting major. It draws everybody in right now. I don't know what it is about Huntsville, but I think I know. It's the Monsanto setup where everybody's just camping out, having an amazing time. So I'll be out there. I'll see you guys in August. I'm very excited about that. If you don't have plans to go to Huntsville, it is a fantastic Hamfest. Not only that, but it's a lot of fun if you come up to the camp out spot in Monsanto. All right. Any other YouTubers? Did I get through everybody? Somebody jump in there. Did I miss anybody?
I don't think so, but
I don't think so either. I think we got everybody. Oh, wait, missed. Crank your mic. Chase.
Miss me.
Yeah, Chase, go ahead, man. What have you been up to?
Well, I finally starting to get back into the swing of things on YouTube. It's been a while since I actually posted anything. But finally put up a couple of videos. I did one last week. I forget what it was now, but I know the one I did yesterday was I went to a ham fest in Oklahoma City yesterday, the Oklahoma City Ham Holiday, and made a video about it. And then I've got some other videos in the works as well. GoBox that I've been building for about the last month or so.
Chase, do me a favor and drop the link to your channel because I cannot suss it out. Can I just pull up your call sign? Will that work?
You should be able to. I can try and find it here in a second.
Go ahead. Keep going. I'll look it up.
Yeah, but yeah, I did the video yesterday, or dropped it this morning. The Hamfest video. Pretty fun little Hamfest. It's definitely not as big as the other big three. But yeah, that's pretty much been it. Finally jumped into the world too of pipe and cigars.
Oh
So
man, right on.
Anybody else here?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anybody else here into that stuff.
Dude, I totally know you. Your face, we've met a couple of times at shows, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great to see you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's pretty much been it. Working on a couple more videos. The Radiodity antenna video should be coming out soon, and jumped in the world of Motorola too. So I got a couple Motorola videos I'm working on too.
Oh,
so
bad
lots
call.
of stuff going on.
Bad call. I'm sorry. Did you
I
like
know.
money? Did you like money? Money is good if you hang on to it, but if you get into Motorola's, and you start to lose your money.
For now, I'm only buying two. I've
Okay.
already bought the two that I'm getting. I just got two of the XPR 7550s, and that's it. Don't care to buy anything else. No P25, none of that.
Okay, right on. Cool, man. Well, thanks for joining us out here. I appreciate you. And it's good. Will I see you at Huntsville?
Yeah, I'll be at Huntsville again.
Right on. Very good. All right. Well, shoot. I think we might have got through the whole group here. What's 40 meter? Oh
no, there's somebody else.
40 meter JSA call.
40 meter JSA.
What is going on? What's going on?
There's one.
I was just going to say, El Marie is going to drop a channel link here right away. She's a new YouTuber, new ham, and I'm not sure if you've actually met her yet, Josh.
I have not. Let me give a big shout out to Pete. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Followed up with that. Hybrid Robotics. I want to put ham radio on my robots. You should do that. There's nothing, literally, there is nothing stopping you. You'd think that there's laws against that kind of thing, but there is not. So you can go nuts.
And that is how Skynet was born.
Yeah, exactly, right. By the way, if anybody hasn't seen this video, I'm gonna center myself for a second. Go look up a video called AI 2027. I would love. Treat this like homework, everybody. Go look up the video AI 2027, and then let's talk about it in next week's live stream. I would love to do that. But please, Jody, what was the other channel? Who are we talking about today?
Yeah, she's on Frequency. She just dropped her link, but I'm not sure if she's on voice in Discord or not.
Hey, yeah, I think I was able to make the push to talk work. But howdy, everyone.
Hey, how you doing? I hear you just fine. Go ahead. I think I
Doing
might.
great.
Oh, I found it. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I'm in Colorado right now in the San Juans. I think
Oh!
Tank Radio and a couple others were here in the radio. But I wasn't with them, but got contact with them.
I think I watched your videos recently about the Forerunner setting up an antenna in there. So how's your ham radio journey been so far?
Definitely been fun. I realized I need general immediately. We went up to Red Mountain 3 and did a SOTA. 10-meter band was absolutely dead. And even the national frequency on 2-meter 146.520, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So we hooked up 20-meter and 40-meter. Heard a lot of county contesting and then something about the Indy 500. But really cool experience. Obviously, I didn't have voice privileges, but someone in our group had an extra. So it was really cool.
I love that. I love that you're getting into radio. Is this you and your partner, or like together? You're both radio amateurs. Or are you doing this kind of on your own, or what's going on?
Oh, it's just me. So my husband, he was the one who told me about ham radio, but he didn't complete the test. But I did.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I just really wanted my radio operator plate. I'm like, I want my plate. I wanted my call sign and my license plate.
That's super cool. That's awesome. Yeah. No, So, what? Do you mind if I ask what state you're in? Is that all right? Like, where are you at?
Oh yeah. So I live in North Texas, a little bit north of McKinney, but I frequently visit Colorado multiple times a year. So
Love Colorado.
Wanted to try out a soda.
Soda is great in Colorado. Are you interested in Summits on the Air, or like what's kind of your drive for HF right now?
Definitely POTA and soda, and just lacking band privileges as a tech. So need to upgrade to general. And just there's so many opportunities to hike and climb, which I love doing. So that provides that challenge that I really look forward with anything that I find myself in a hobby in.
I love it. Are you studying for general now then?
Soon. I'm still in Colorado, so when I get back, I'll actually join the McKinney Amateur Radio Club. So when I get back, I'll start studying and then take the exam.
Very cool. And the name again was Ellie, is that right?
It's Elle Marie. So
Elle Marie.
Right.
Sorry. I see the Discord pass by so fast, so I apologize. Elle Marie, thank you so much for joining us out here. It's very, very nice of you to just love to hear new hams and all that, and particularly that you're making videos, and your videos have been great. So keep doing it. Everybody loves it, so keep going.
Many thanks, and thanks for having me on and calling me out.
Yeah.
And by the way, Ellen Marie, I'm out of the Richardson Wireless Club. Do you do any fox hunting, or have you tried that yet?
It's definitely in my to-dos. I haven't had the chance yet, but the Mechanic Club does that, I think, every weekend. So as soon as I get back, I'll get to doing one. Yeah, they drop. McKinney drops one, and there are 2 in Richardson, and then there's 1 at UTD. So there's 4 out every weekend if you get interested in it. We'll definitely have to shadow someone because I don't know how to start that. So hopefully we'll shadow someone with the club and do my first fox hunt. Yep.
I love it. Very cool. I love that you also have a confluence of off-roaders with so many fans of the 4Runner platform. So your 4Runner is that a 5th gen? Is that I'm seeing comments that say 5th gen. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a 5th gen. One of the main reasons why I even started my channel, because I got my license. I'm like, what do I do? I need to buy a radio. Okay, I want a mobile radio because that just seems like one of the best options. And I was looking at videos on how to install it, and I didn't see much. So I felt inspired, like, oh, there could be a gap here. And so I just posted my first video about the 4Runner, and here we are. Yep. No, it's really a big deal in all the little idiosyncrasies of where you can pass wires through parts of the vehicle. That's a huge problem, and so if you're telling people how to do it, that's great. So good for you. That's awesome. I love that. But also big Toyota fan for off-road. I love Tacomas, love 4Runners, so love it. And also you've got a good community there with people that don't even know their hams yet. So I hope you instill amateur radio to them as well. So best of luck here in channel. It's great. So keep going. I really do want you to keep going. Yeah, hope to meet you in person someday, and anyone else who would like to meet up. But again, thank you, Josh. Well, if you don't mind driving out to Huntsville, that's where we're all going to be in the end of August here, as we were talking about. That would actually be fun. Like, come out and make a video over in Huntsville Hamfest. Yeah, just let me know when that's happening. I think you said that's happening soon. In August. Actually, let me pull up the website here. So hold on.
Yeah, and that's not Huntsville, Texas. That's Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, it's Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah. Easy there.
So I guess not in the back end. It's the 16th and 17th. And so the fun part about this show is it's all air conditioned. But then we set up this. Well, okay. The Hamfest is in an air conditioned space, but then all the hams are like, but wouldn't it be great if we all just went camping the weekend and we were on the tippity top of a summit, which is both a summit's on the air and a park's on the air. So usually there's all kinds of ham radio shenanigans that are going on in the camp out area, and they do all kinds of little talks and seminars and stuff on setting up antennas and getting people on the air. So it's always a really good time. Very cool. All right. Well, everybody, we'll open it up. Last calls on questions, because I'm going to head out of here and go record a podcast. Oh, Redstone's back. Go ahead.
Is 14 gauge speaker wire good for dipole?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Sorry, say again.
The brand is Nostalgia. I found it in our kitchen, in our laundry room.
Yeah, I don't know about the brand, but if it's anywhere close to 14 gauge, yeah, you can absolutely build a dipole out of that. There's no problem. You can do that tomorrow, and there's going to be no problem. It's going to be a good antenna for you.
I don't have all the parts, but I have the speaker wire.
Oh, okay. Well, now you found other wires, so you can build an antenna with that, right?
I might just build the dipole, actually.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. Just build the dipole, right? All right. Let's see. So Hybrid Robotics with the super chat said, "How do you like or dislike the TYT 9800?" And I got to tell you, I like it very much, with two exceptions. I don't think you need the quad band antenna to go along with it. Most of the time, 10 meters. Who is tapping something? Just stop. Just stop. The 10 meter and 6 meter side of that radio is not really useful because it's FM only. And for most hams, most technicians in particular, you can't even get on the repeater side of 10 meters. So it's kind of a pointless space. I always use that radio as like a 2 meter and 70 centimeter only radio. I buried it in the console of my Xterra off-road setup that I had, and I think it lived there for 8-9 years before it ever had any problems. It was great. Able to hit all the repeaters around me, and it was all good to go. So, inexpensive radio, still good. Really old, though. Really old. So, for the price you're paying, I hope that you're not foregoing something that's a little bit newer. Just think about that a little bit. All right. Well, anybody else with a question or comment? Because I'm going to wrap things up and go record a podcast with my wife.
One more question. Why haven't you done a review on the Yaesu FT2980?
Because I don't have one. That's so literally, I review things that I either buy or I'm allowed to borrow. And that's like my whole channel is, I either like something a whole lot. That's why I bought that Yaesu FTX, and that's why we're all playing the fun games of firmware updates. Wait. Which one was it again? FT is it the new one, or do you have the
FT2980, but I've not heard of it.
Oh yeah, it's an older radio, I think. I think I did review the replacement for that radio, because that's the one that has the I think the 315 is the replacement for it. I think.
It's still showing for sale on Amazon, which is weird.
I think that this radio is the replacement for the radio that Redstone has. It's the one that has that like audio filtering capability. I just reviewed that recently.
It's single band?
Yeah, single band.
Okay.
You're only 80 watt, 2980.
I mean, to be honest with you, in most situations, I guess out here in California, Southern California, I would rather have like a really good VHF radio than a not great VHF with UHF capability radio. I will always go strong VHF. We got way more VHF out here than anything else. So that's true. There's digital repeaters that do UHF, but yeah, I like VHF. All right, I'm going to head out of here now. So anybody, last call on questions? I'm going to go record the podcast.
Never go full VHF.
Always go full VHF. That's my favorite. Simplex, man. 2 meter simplex is where it's at. All that
I was just quoting Tropical Thunder, but yeah.
No, I know.
LA boy with all your 14652 activity.
I will tell you what. There's nothing that shocked the one Jason Ham Radio 2.0 than when I picked him up in LAX and we drove all the way home, some 25 miles, and it was just simplex all the way home. And he's like, "You hear simplex every day?" And I was like, "Yeah, I hear all the time, every day, yeah. Simplex. We're all talking on simplex. We got repeaters. We're all doing repeaters." I'm like, "No, man, it's all simplex. We're all doing simplex."
I know. And where I am, there's nothing.
Yeah.
So, by the way, that was the best Jason impression ever.
Yeah, well, I'll refine that. I'll improve. Here, tune in next week for an improved Jason impersonation. But until then, thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna wrap up here and go record a podcast with my wife, 73. I'll see you later.
73, Josh.
All right. We are off of the Discords. And everybody watching on the YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciate you. The goal of all this show, if you're still watching this, is to get you on the air. I don't get a lot of people watching these videos. I don't get a lot of people watching live streams. The whole point of this is that, like, we make ham radio better. That's the whole point. There's no cliche to it other than I'm out here every weekend helping you get on the air. That's it. Want you to come out. If you didn't make it out this week, if you're watching right now and you're like, "Oh, I didn't want to ask a question, I felt awkward," there's no awkward questions. Please join us next week. I would love to hear from you. But until I talk to you again, 73. See ya. Jody with the Google form. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. I'll get it sorted out. Something. I'll have to figure it out what's going on in my inbox. But thank you both to Jody and for whatever input Dawn had. Thank you very much. Let's play a game. You don't even have a call sign. Randy the Patriot. There is no ham radio prep course. You should not have to pay money for ham radio. You can go to hamstudy.org for free and not have to pay anyone. You do not have to go to ham radio prep. You can go to like literally anything. Go to my channel. Go to hamstudy.org. Right now, hamstudy.org. No ham radio prep. Bro, it's free at hamstudy.org. There's no song name because I made it. It's a bunch of OMs arguing. That's it. That's it. I made it. I made the whole song. Sometimes I do. Sometimes. Take it easy, everybody. 73. See ya. Have a great rest of your weekend. Go out and build an antenna or get on the air tomorrow. That's right.